made it clear to Pakistan that it should not go ahead with the meeting of its NSA Sartaj Aziz with Hurriyat representatives when he comes to hold talks with his counterpart Ajit Doval. With this, India clearly leaving the ball in Pakistan's court.
In some tough talking that has put the ball back in Pakistan's court, India has made it clear that while it is committed to peaceful and bilateral talks, it will not be held hostage by any preconditions set at the last minute, and that talks with separatists is unacceptable.
India remains committed to discussing issues with Pakistan peacefully and bilaterally. In fact, we took the initiative to engage at UFA. But unilateral imposition of new conditions and distortion of the agreed agenda cannot be the basis for going forward.
Pointing to increased ceasefire violations and cross-border terrorism, India questioned Pakistan's commitment to the UFA agreement.
At UFA, the two prime ministers agreed on a meeting of the NSAs to discuss all issues connected to terrorism, as well as ensure peace and tranquility on the border. Instead, we saw a sharp increase in the unprovoked firings from the Pakistani side and some serious cross-border terrorist incidents. The last one, at Udhampur, resulted in the capture alive of a Pakistani national, a matter that would have naturally come up in the NSA-level talks on terrorism to Pakistan's discomfort.
Earlier in the day, with Pakistan's approach casting a cloud over the talks, India made it clear that Pakistan NSA Sartaj Aziz's proposed talks with separatist leaders is unacceptable. Sartaj Aziz will be in New Delhi on Sunday, and NSAs of both countries are scheduled to discuss issues relating to terrorism on Monday. While India sent both the agenda and a proposed schedule for the talks to Pakistan 3 days back, Pakistan is yet to share its agenda.
भारत ने कल पाकिस्तान को सलाह दी है कि श्री सरताज अजीज की भारत यात्रा के दौरान हुर्रियत के प्रतिनिधियों के साथ उनकी मुलाकात उचित नहीं होगी, क्योंकि ऐसा करना आतंकवाद से लड़ने हेतु मिलकर काम करने से संबंधित ऊफा समझौते की भावना तथा उद्देश्य के अनुरूप नहीं होगा। हमने राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा सलाहकार स्तरीय वार्ता के लिए उस एजेंडे की भी अभिपुष्टि करनी चाहिए है, जिसके बारे में 18 अगस्त 2015 को पाकिस्तानी पक्ष को बताया गया था।
In the meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Pakistan counterpart Nawaz Sharif in UFA, it was agreed that the NSAs will meet to talk on terror alone, but Pakistan is now adamant on bringing up the Kashmir issue and on going ahead with talks with the Hurriyat. Sunday's invitation by the Pakistan High Commission to hardline separatist leader Syed Ali Shah Gilani and other separatist leaders to meet Sartaj Aziz has upset New Delhi, but Pakistan has stuck to the line that such meetings were routine. Last year, India had cancelled talks with Pakistan after its High Commissioner held talks with separatist leaders just before the NSA-level talks. Terrorism and other contentious issues which are in the domain of the NSAs will be taken up at the talks. This includes destabilization in Fatah, Balochistan and Karachi. Sources say India will not only hand over evidence of the Udhampur attack perpetrator, Naveed belonging to Pakistan, but also evidence of Pakistani involvement in the Gurdaspur terror attack and a dossier with evidence on Pakistan-sponsored terror attacks on Indian soil. India will also hand over a list of absconding terrorists and criminals who have sought refuge in Pakistan. While India is committed to going ahead with the talks, with Pakistan's statement that it is willing to come to India for talks only if there are no preconditions and that it cannot accept Indian advice not to meet the Hurriyat leaders, the question is, will Pakistan live up to the UFA agreement? With Sudhakar Das, News Night Desk, DD News.